So today is May 25th, Friday, Memorial Day weekend, and I got God, it's been so much family drama going on in my family. Um, this is, the subject about this particular video is children having children. So I have this little cousin who is now pregnant, and she is 14, and she's been, from my understanding, having sex since she was 12. And her mom, she called me and she was like, "Oh my God, my daughter's pregnant. We need to talk. I'm gonna bring her over. We're gonna come over and talk." And so instantly, I'm thinking in my head, well, I'm not surprised that she's pregnant. And most kids who don't get what they need at home usually go out and seek to find things so that they can be loved. For girls, it's getting pregnant and having a baby. For boys, it's going out here and having multiple sex partners and making babies. And my particular opinion about this situation when we were talking to this little person was, do you want to keep your baby? Because my opinion was that she should have an abortion. And I understand, you might be some people out there that are pro-life and everybody deserves a chance and all that stuff. But I just, not pro-life. Yeah, pro-life. But I'm just the kind of person where I think a 14-year-old should not be having a baby. Plain and simple. My husband is actually a product of a 14-year-old mother. So, with that being said, I still stand by what I'm saying. I think she should have an abortion. But in talking to her, her reaction to me was, when I asked her did she want to have her baby, was she didn't know. And soon as she said that to me, I knew that she wanted to have her baby. Because if you don't want a baby, your first reaction will be, no, I want to have an abortion. I don't have the money. Can we get some money together? Plain and simple. So I began to ask her about, what drove her to have sex. And I asked her, my first question to her was, what drove you to have sex? And then I said, well, did somebody touch you improperly when you were younger? Because this is a particular relative that I don't see that often. I mean, I'm a part of her life, but not a major part of her life. And so she said, she went to answer me, and she looked at her mother, because I guess to see if she could say, her real or truthful answer. And I stood in between her and her mom, and I was like, no, you tell me. That's not a secret that you should keep. That's nothing that you have to hide. If somebody did something improper to you, it's not your fault. And unbeknownst to me, yes, she had been touched when she was younger. And it just so happened to be by one of her mother's boyfriends. And I think her mom didn't want her to tell me, because she was either ashamed. I don't know. But to me, it gave me the impression that she made her feel ashamed about being touched. And I don't like that. Any pervert that touches a little kid the kid doesn't deserve the shame. The perverted person deserves the shame. And so it really bothered me, it bothered me. Just where I couldn't even sleep, because I was thinking, how could a mother allow somebody to touch her kid, one, and two, tell the kid that she can't tell anybody? I don't care if it happened 10 years ago. I don't care if it happened 5 years ago. I think you should have the right to talk about it. It happened to you. We have all kind of things out here. You're announcing that she's pregnant. Why she can't announce that somebody touched her improperly? But I think her mother thought maybe it would be a reflection on the type of mother that she was. And again, like I said, that really bothered me. And I'm just not going to get over that. I think it has become socially acceptable for men and women to date very young, or a big age gap between partners, like an 18-year-old dating a 15-year-old, or 18-year-old dating a 32-year-old, for that matter. The first thing that a woman will say is, oh, well, he's 18, or a man will say, oh, well, she's 18, they legal. men, sorry, mentally, they are really not an adult. You know, I have a 19-year-old son and I have a 16-year-old daughter, and I know that my 19-year-old son is not ready to date a 32-year-old. And for that matter, what would he have in common with that 32-year-old? I mean, oh my gosh, they just, you have to worry about people like that. You know, we have people like Hugh Hefner, who a lot of people idolize, and they think it's okay for this old man to be dating these young girls. Income does not make you above and beyond moral rules. You know, you're an old man dating little girls who were nothing but a nut when you were born. Not even a nut. Hell, their parent probably wasn't even born yet. And the fact that you would date, you know, somebody 18, but you wouldn't date their mother, it just, to me, is perverted. It has nothing to do with, to me, is a person attractive, or is a person a great person? It doesn't matter. You don't have anything in common with them. So to me, your actions or your intentions are perverted. And you know, I have other, Demi Moore dating the kid. You know, it's just a lot of different crazy things that now have become, you know, extremely acceptable. Um, Speaking more towards our community, my community, um, just layman people, middle class people who date little kids. You know, I have some people that I know where a 14-year-old married a 26-year-old man, and to this day they're still together. But now they have a daughter, and their daughter's 14. So wouldn't you be worried about that man being attracted to your 14-year-old daughter? He was attracted to you at 14. And do you think it makes a difference because that's his daughter? Guess what, guys? It didn't make a difference. Ties back into my first subject of older men touching on younger girls. And parents not being parents and letting the kid know that it's not okay for you to date somebody that has, you know, couple of years. That's fine. You have something still in common. You still have some common grounds, because relationships are not just about sex. They're about spiritual, emotional, and communication. And kind of rambling on here. We'll see how this video